That's our top story.
Before we get started, make sure you like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and let me say this. I like dogs, but I personally would never get a pit bull for this particular reason right here. I remember being like being in elementary school and someone I knew lost his life to a pit bull attack. And I was like, you know what? I don't trust pit bulls. My first dog, my mom got me a pit bull for my first dog. I love my mom with everything I got in me. But in the back of my head, I'm like, oh man, I hope I don't be too scared. That dog got bigger. Long story short, we end up giving her away to someone else who took very good care of her. Her name was Tootsie. But enough about me and my story. Let's get into this story.
At 5 o'clock, a pit bull breeder is savagely mauled to death by the very dogs he was raising in Compton.
His mutilated body was found inside a blood-stained kennel on his property. KTLA's Chris Wolf joins us live from Downey with details about the gruesome discovery. Chris?
Yeah, Cher and Court, gruesome discovery indeed. Veterinarians here at the LA County Animal Control Center in Downey have been working with these pit bulls. We understand they have been sent out for DNA testing. Authorities believe the victim was actually killed sometime last night, maybe around 7:30, 8 p.m., and his body was in that dog pen for hours until his girlfriend found him this morning.
Wow. That is just unbelievable. Let's keep watching.
Sky 5 was overhead as a woman frantically scales a fence, trying desperately to avoid some very agitated and apparently dangerous dogs on the ground below her. They have already killed her boyfriend, whose ravaged body is just feet away. The deadly pit bull attack happened at a home on North Thorson Avenue in Compton. Investigators say the woman discovered the gruesome scene Friday morning in the backyard and called 911.
Wow, did you see all those dogs?
Thorson Avenue in Compton. Investigators say the woman discovered the gruesome scene Friday morning in the backyard and called 911.
There is surveillance footage of the incident or surrounding the property, and it was discovered that as our victim was in the backyard apparently feeding them, it sounds like they attacked him and ultimately he succumbed to his injuries.
Law enforcement personnel, firefighters, and LA County animal control officers quickly converged at the location. First responders say the initial challenge was to corral the dogs into a neighboring yard to gain access to the victim. The graphic footage, which we will not be revealing, shows the dogs ripped off most of the 35-year-old man's clothes, in addition to fatally biting and mauling him. Neighbors and animal advocates are stunned.
Having all those pit bulls is a dangerous job. I know for sure I would not do it. So, he was a breeder. So he definitely had a business, most likely. And he most likely was selling those dogs. But, ooh, dangerous job. What do you think they're going to do with these pit bulls? Leave it in the comments.
People need to take better care of their dogs. People need to understand that these dogs can kill somebody and hurt people.
It should have never happened. This time it happened to the owner of the dogs, but normally it happens to children, elderly, defenseless people, and somebody definitely needs to be held accountable for this. There has to be some kind of law and order here.
Animal control officers removed 13 pit bulls from the property, male and female, 5 adults, 8 puppies. Investigators are collecting DNA swabs and forensic evidence, trying to determine which dogs actually attacked and killed the victim. Experts will be examining the dog's general health and behavior and aggression. If any animal is determined to be unsafe for human interaction, it will be euthanized.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Those pit bulls are beautiful animals, beautiful creatures, but we cannot forget how strong they are, what they're capable of, their nature. You know, this is just unfortunate, definitely for the victim here. Maybe this will help bring out rules for individuals with dogs, you know, to maybe they'll come up with something to help prevent this from happening, some type of rule or something. But like I said, yeah, this is definitely unfortunate. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe, share it, leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm out.
And one man who does a lot of plumbing work in that neighborhood tells us that he has seen some pit bulls running loose in the streets and that, quote, they are not to be messed with.